All right, I'm going to call this meeting to order, and I'd like to start with saying hello and to Dr. Rodriguez, and welcome to the panel. We will start with saying our purpose. Ridgefield School District aspires to be the state's premier district, leveraging strong community partnerships to provide each student personalized learning experiences, opportunities, and skills that ensure success and unlimited possibilities. Donna, can you start us with the flag salute?
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So, with that, do we have any changes or additions to the agenda?
We do, thank you. We just need to move the superintendent reports to the end of the agenda as we're waiting for a few presenters to arrive.
I move we approve the change of moving the superintendent's report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, consent agenda.
I move we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So now, do we have any public comment? Okay. No old business. So the new business.
Waiting for me to.
Yep, that typically would.
Thank you, members of the board. The first action item under new business is to approve the 2001 Ford van as surplus. My understanding is it has a blown transmission, and given the age and the value, it would not be worth repairing. So we would like to move that to surplus.
I move we approve 8A as presented.
I second.
Any discussion?
Sounds like an obvious decision.
I think it's a good decision. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Item 8B is approval for renewal of the K-5 core math curriculum. The board will recall that we have postponed our math adoption at the elementary level, so we need to purchase the consumable materials and licenses to extend this curriculum for 2 more years.
I move we approve 8B as presented.
I second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
There's a lot, I'm scrolling. Here we go. All right, and item 8C is to approve resolution number 2023-2024-16, final acceptance of completed project. We discovered that we did not put a resolution through on the final conversion of this site to the Ridgefield Administrative and Civic Center. The work was completed multiple years ago, so we would just like to close the loop on this.
I move we approve 8C as presented.
I second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
And we're moving to item 8D, which is first reading of our new board policy number 5061 for therapy dogs. I believe you have a copy of the policy. We're happy to answer any questions you may have. Do you typically read it into the record?
The resolution?
The actual policy,
Yeah.
not in my experience.
Okay, great. Would
Yep.
love not to.
Yep.
I mean, it's fascinating reading, but
It is.
yeah.
It is. So I kind of had a question on, it says, in the first sentence, qualified school.
Sorry, Danny.
Qualified school personnel, and then in parentheses, owner. And then it talks about the owner under training and certification, and then it talks, when we go into control, it says the dog must be under control of the teacher or school employee through the use of a leash, blah, blah, blah. So is that who is the owner?
The owner would be a school employee.
Okay,
And just to refresh the board's memory, we ran a pilot this past year. So we have a school counselor who is the owner of a dog who has passed the requisite training. The owner has also received and passed the appropriate certification as a handler. And that was really us testing out if this was going to be viable. And so we've put the policy together based on what we've learned through that process. We would like to be able to expand, but you can see in the policy, it's really dependent on a staff person who's willing to complete all of that training.
okay.
And I do want to just point out too, it wouldn't be any staff member because based on the nature of your job and your role, there are certain positions that would not be feasible to be monitoring a dog all the time.
Okay. So I just wondered, under control, should it say owner again, or should we leave it as the teacher or school employee? Because it just seemed every other place it was referred to as owner, and then that particular one was teacher or school employee.
Yep, we're happy to update that.
Okay. Thank you.
I'd like to just say that I appreciate this policy and the fact that, there is training involved. It's not somebody just saying, I have a service dog, and the dog has training, the owner has training, and the pilot program went very well, and I see this being a successful program moving forward.
I just am curious too, are there other school districts that have therapy dogs on campuses, and is this policy similar to based on other districts that have used them?
Yes, I believe this came from the WASDA model policy, and we made very little revision.
Okay, thanks.
Do we have a motion?
It's just
Oh,
first
it's
reading.
just first
Yep,
reading.
so we will bring
Okay.
it back with that one change to the next regular board meeting for adoption.
That takes us to the superintendent report.
I mean, I talked as slow as I could.